matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Hall to start the drive. Able to spin free. And he's got some space here. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for because, you know, all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense. You've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The Jets at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. They have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
44 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some space here. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
They complete it to Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
2nd and 11. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Tua. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you could build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On play action. Now Rodgers.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this, because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On play action, it's Rodgers.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Design run for their wideout. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A give running right is Hall.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this 1st half.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
On 2nd and inches, Rodgers.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A 9-yard touchdown there, and the Jets have taken the lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. That result, really no surprise. It's what we're becoming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun, being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tanner Conner from 21 yards away. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Here we go. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go now.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And again, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, Wilson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Rodgers. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On first down, Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Red, strike it. Strike, strike it. Strike, white. 6, level.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 60 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
On first down, Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
You block over here. Run.
To throw again on 2nd down, Rodgers. And this one's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Rodgers to throw once more.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are back within a score. Robert Saleh, one to take chances. His guys will go for 2 here.
Rodgers will throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Ready. Black open.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Deion Jones. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Tua now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll run again, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Ultra.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Sanders' kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. 87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Ball again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Catch is made by Hardman. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Give them 32 on the play. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
Give to Hall running right. And he stopped immediately there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Albert O, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. they're going to try and run for it. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet. Your defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Striker, 3-3. Ball red. Hustle.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap.